Hello everyone, my name is Nick Blackburn, aka the Pain 105, and today I'm doing another vlog. Normally I don't do too many of these vlogs, but usually when an occasion occurs, I like to try to get it on video, just so all of y'all can see what I haven't been going through, and things like that. In today's vlog, I would like to go over the issue with copyright laws and fair use laws. Now, one of the reasons why I want to go into detail on this is because one of my videos got flagged for copyright notice. And the video that got flagged is part 3 of my Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain main campaign walkthrough. Now, if you can see right here, I've already sent a claim to dispute it. And the company that was claiming the copyright notice was Konami. You can see right here, there's Konami's name. Now, I understand that certain countries, when it comes to certain copyright laws, they tend to handle things a little differently. And I have also heard some of the stories about the company of Konami and how they've been handling things lately. But that's not really besides the point. The point of it is, the reason they copyright this video in particular was it can be used, but it has to be monetized. Now that's understandable. I understand that certain companies, they prefer a certain type of monetization for their content because it helps them earn more income, because when they make a licensed multi-platform product, anything that has their name on it, they deserve income. That's understandable. Nintendo does that all the time. But the problem that I have with it in particular, especially with this one, as of right now, I only have a total of 5 subscribers. I have not yet met the requirements where I become a full partnership for YouTube. In order for you to start using monetizations, of course you have to meet the guidelines of the YouTube community, and you have to have over 1,000 subscribers in order to start making paid content. Well, the claim that I put in, well, of course, will be of copyright notifications and copyright laws. At the same time, in the briefing, I put in that I have not yet met the level of popularity where I could start using monetization. And I've done some more reading on this. I've looked over the video game software content that YouTube help format's been having. And according to them, I understand where they're coming from on that deal, and I understand they have to follow the laws too. That's reasonable. But my question is, if you happen to be another YouTuber, and you're just starting out, fresh channel, and you happen to put out content that's in high popularity, and that the people that are watching it want to see it, and that's what you want to use to start off with, how can so many other companies that's doing the same thing allow you to do that if you haven't reached a level yet to the point where you can? I know it's a fruitless issue to really go into, but lately I'm just one of the many problems that's been going on with the whole system. I mean, I understand there's certain laws that has to be abided, and there's certain situations that's got to be met. I know for certain YouTubers, they ask the companies themselves for permission to use the copyright content. But I've been reading over the fair use laws, and according to them, it's a legal doctrine, but according to Wikipedia, it's a legal doctrine that only applies to the United States. Now, they might have similar doctrines in other countries like Germany or certain parts of Asia or anywhere that has access to YouTube. But the point I'm trying to make is, if you put in 16 hours a day working on making content, and you're having to do all the editing, and you're having to do all the rendering and all the uploading, and depending on what internet service you have, sometimes it'll take anywhere between 2 to 4 hours to upload one 30-minute video. And of course, I'm using the Share Factory system. I don't have a PVR, so it takes a while. But at the same time, I don't want to break any laws, and I don't want to make waves with other companies. With that being said, this video roughly took me, I had to render and edited 2 other videos behind it, and that took 2 hours out of my time. And after 2 hours, I had to render this and edit this, and that took another hour and 30 minutes. And that's including upload. The point I'm trying to make is, I understand that certain companies, they try to throw copyright system out when it comes to negative publicity, but the thing of it is, I wasn't really showing any negative aspects about this video. If anything, I was playing it from an entertainment / informative perspective. Basically, I'm critiquing it. But my critiquing does not put the company at a negative light. If anything, it's helped promoting their product for further sales. And I understand that most companies, they have to do what they need to do to make money. But the audiovisual content that's been flagged was at this junction point here. I'll pause it right quick because I don't want to get flagged. It's basically the intro level where Snake and Ocelot are in Afghanistan and they're overlooking the valley. It's just funny to me how they would only copyright notice less than, less than 3.5 minutes of footage. It just doesn't make sense to me. Now, if I was to upload the entire game, and then I was to claim that I own the entire license of the game, which would imply me that I would actually be the one responsible for making the game, that would be a different story. Then they would have a case. But it just doesn't make sense why they would monetize me for only less than 3 minutes of footage in a video. I mean, I'm a small YouTuber. I'm just getting started. I mean, I know big YouTubers been having this issue lately, and that's understandable. And I can kind of see where they come from on that. But most of them, they have over 100,000 subscribers, if not millions of subscribers. I don't have that many people yet. I'm trying to work up to that level. But it's difficult when I'm having to run to stone walls and I have to use my legal logistic methods to help work it in my favor from a civil standpoint. But at the same time, I don't want to put myself in a position where I can get my channel banned. I have over 151 videos on it so far, and I like to keep them on there. I mean, that's hard work I put into. That's roughly, I mean, I started a channel somewhere around the latter end of December of last calendar year. Probably sooner than that. And I never really have any issues with them. I mean, I had a few claims from, I believe it was Naughty Dog, but that was mostly for the music, and I had filtered that out. And that was mostly for the country of Germany. But that's a different case. Most of the other time, I had no trouble with Bethesda when I did the Dishonored. I had no trouble with Mojang Softwares. They allow me to upload content. Tall Tales didn't even really bother me that much. It's just a lot difficult when you're having to start from the bottom and work your way up, and then you have to deal with a company that doesn't quite understand a different country's legal systems. I wish they were more understanding of that. But at the same time, I can't blame them. I mean, Konami, which I think their main quarters is in Japan, their views on copyright material is a lot more different than, say, our views in the United States. I mean, they have every right to do what they need to do. I just wish they were more understanding with the things that we do here in the U.S. I wish they were more compassionate about that. And I wish that whoever's in charge of YouTube, which I think the original owners, they sold it to Google, so I think Google now owns YouTube. Whoever's in charge of operating and monetizing, and whoever's in charge, not monetizing, whoever's in charge of in the copyright department, or if it's a software or if it's a human being, I wish they would be more flexible, more understanding about that. Because honestly, I would like to continue this walkthrough. It's one of the first games that I played and I started uploading my first videos on. And I would like to still continue doing it. But at the same time, I don't want to put my channel in jeopardy. But I already done filed the dispute. And I should get a response somewhere around May the 26th of this calendar year. Now, they can either drop the claim and they'll release my channel, or they'll tell me to remove it. And if I have to remove it, then I'll probably end up getting a strike on my channel. So what I'll probably end up having to do is, if it happens to work in my favor and Konami's okay with it and they're cool with it, then I'll continue on with the walkthrough. But as of right now, I can't upload any more of this walkthrough until I hear back from them. And if I happen to get the claim rejected, then I'll just have to delete all of the Metal Gear walkthrough videos that I have up to this point, and then I'll just have to go to another game and start on that walkthrough. That's another thing too. Capcom was pretty cool with it too when I started doing Resident Evil walkthrough. And their main headquarters is in Japan too. And I have not heard one copyright claim from them at all. It's just funny how it works sometimes. I just wish they were more understanding. I could kind of see why Angry Joe went on like he did with the whole copyright system, the way it was doing. Which now, from his standpoint, he was making a living. I'm just getting started. I'm not even making a living off of this yet. And I don't know if I ever will. It would be nice. But I understand that everything in nature is wishful thinking. Either way, that's all I got to say about this. It's not really much of a rant. This is more just like a cautionary video for those who are just getting started on YouTube. I suggest that whatever you happen to be posting up there, if it's involving gaming, music, or movies, or anything in general, make sure you read the YouTube guideline laws on copyright, and make sure you read up on the federal copyright and fair use laws. They will help you in the long run. If you don't understand it from a legal perspective, find someone that does. I happen to know a little bit of it because I have a degree in criminal justice. So I know a thing or two about the laws. And that kind of helps me a little bit. But for those who are not legal savvy, feel free to talk to someone that specializes in it. I mean, just go to Google search. They have access to that stuff. You can find ways to get informed about that. If not that, contact some of the big YouTubers that run into the same problem. Angry Joe, Total Biscuit, Lost Paws. They also run into these same blockades. And I believe they are more willing to help those who are small fish in a big pond. So I hope this video helps those who are just getting started on YouTube, and I wish you big success. Once again, my name is Nick Blackburn, aka The Pain 105, and I hope that all of you have a lovely day, and I will see you soon.